Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are breaking down an absolutely massive piece of news in the travel reward space for 2026. The Chase Sapphire Reserve card has just dropped a totally unprecedented welcome offer. If you're someone who is new to points and miles, or maybe you've just been sitting on the sidelines wondering how people are funding these incredible vacations for pennies on the dollar, well, this is exactly where you need to be. We're going to look really closely at this massive 150,000 point offer and break the whole thing down step by step. Here is our agenda for today's explainer. First, earning the 150K bonus. Second, offsetting the fee. Third, unlocking premium perks. Fourth, navigating the 524 rule. And finally, booking luxury hotels. Section 1. Earning the 150K bonus. Okay, to understand why the points and miles community is buzzing about this right now, we really have to look at the sheer scale of what is being offered. 150,000 Chase Ultimate Rewards points. To put that into perspective for you, this is the absolute biggest publicly available bonus we have ever seen for the Sapphire Reserve card. Up until very recently, the offer was sitting at 125,000 points. So they've essentially just tossed an extra 25,000 points on top without changing the fundamental requirements. It's just a massive haul of highly flexible points. So how do you actually get your hands on this? Well, the path to earning these points is pretty straightforward. It basically comes down to a simple three-step process. Step 1, you open the Chase Sapphire Reserve account. Step 2, you spend $6,000 on eligible purchases. And Step 3, you just need to make sure that spending is completed within the first 3 months from your account opening. For a lot of households, simply shifting regular expenses, things like groceries, bills, maybe a pre-planned travel booking, onto this card is going to easily cover that $6,000 threshold. Moving right along to Section 2, offsetting the annual fee. All right, let's address the elephant in the room right off the bat. Is a $795 annual fee really worth it? I know, if you're a beginner, seeing a number near $800 just to hold a credit card is, well, it's incredibly intimidating. It's steep, but this is the exact problem we're going to solve right now. The secret to premium travel cards is that they essentially operate like a giant coupon book. If you use the coupons, the fee practically pays for itself. Let's break down the math. Look at the top 2 credits the card gives you every single year. First, there's a $300 annual travel credit. This is essentially as good as cash because it automatically applies to almost anything travel-related: flights, hotels, rental cars, even ride shares or cruises. Next up, you have $500 in credits for the Edit, which is Chase's beautifully curated list of luxury hotels. You get 2 $250 credits per calendar year to use on minimum 2-night prepaid stays. Literally, just utilizing these 2 specific benefits alone puts $800 of value back into your hands, completely wiping out that upfront cost of the $795 fee. But honestly, it gets even better, because there are more built-in coupons. You get a $300 annual dining credit, which is dispersed as $150 every 6 months for restaurants in the Sapphire Reserve exclusive tables network. You also get $120 in annual Lyft credits, doled out at $10 a month, plus a complimentary DoorDash Dash Pass with monthly promo credits. Oh, and there's even up to $300 in StubHub or Viagogo credits for event tickets, again split up into $250 6-month increments. So the crucial takeaway here is this. If you already spend money on ride shares, takeout, nice dinners, or concert tickets, these statement credits are literally putting cash right back into your pocket. Section 3. Unlocking premium travel perks. Now, beyond the math, this card is just an absolute heavyweight for travelers. You get a Priority Pass Select membership, opening the doors to over 1,300 airport lounges worldwide. But even cooler, you get access to the beautiful new Chase Sapphire lounges in cities like Boston, New York, and Washington Dulles. And what's incredible here is that while competing cards are heavily tightening their guest policies, the Sapphire Reserve still generously allows the card member to bring up to 2 guests into these lounges completely for free. Add in the $120 credit for global entry or TSA PreCheck, primary auto rental coverage, and best-in-class trip delay insurance, and your entire travel experience becomes significantly smoother and more protected. Section 4. Navigating the 524 rule. Of course, knowing all about these amazing perks doesn't really do you any good if you can't actually get approved, right? If you're new to the points and miles world, this is a crucial piece of jargon you absolutely must understand. The 524 rule is an unofficial guideline used by Chase. Basically, it means that if you've opened 5 or more new credit cards from any bank or issuer, not just Chase, over the past 24 months, you will generally be blocked from getting approved for a new Chase card. So before you even think about applying for this 150K bonus, you need to count how many cards you've opened in the last 2 years to ensure you aren't going to hit this roadblock. And beyond the 524 rule, There are also specific guidelines for the Sapphire family of cards. There used to be very strict rules saying you could only hold one Sapphire family card at a time. Like if you had a Sapphire Preferred, you were totally locked out. But recently, Chase actually loosened these rules. Now there's a chance you can earn the reserve bonus even if you've recently held the Preferred. Better yet, Chase has implemented a really handy pop-up warning during the application process. It'll actually tell you if you are ineligible for the welcome offer before they pull your credit. This means you can just cancel the application with zero downside if you don't qualify. Which brings us to Section 5, booking high-end hotel stays. So earning 150,000 points is great, but how do we actually maximize their value? Well, when you use the Chase Travel Portal, you can unlock a massive 2.5 cents per point in value during limited-time promotions for the edit properties. Over the past year, Chase has seriously upgraded its travel portal. And if you use your points to book these select luxury properties, that 2.5 cents multiplier turns your points into an incredibly powerful currency for luxury travel without even having to navigate complicated airline award charts. When you combine those portal bonuses with the flexibility of transferring points at a 1-to-1 ratio to partners like World of Hyatt, Air Canada Aeroplan, or United Airlines, the math becomes staggering. Experts calculate that this 150,000-point sign-up bonus is reasonably worth at least $3,000 in real-world travel value. To put that in perspective, that is nearly 4 times the cost of the annual fee, just sitting right there in the welcome bonus alone. So I want to leave you with this final provocative thought. Take a look at the cards in your wallet right now. Are they actually rewarding your travel? Or are you simply swiping every day and leaving thousands of dollars in flights, luxury hotels, and incredible travel experiences on the table? With a historic 150,000-point offer available right now, it might just be the perfect time to rethink and upgrade your strategy. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. I hope this breakdown gave you the clarity you need to start traveling better.